Hey there everyone, thank you so much for being here, thank you so much for watching. In this video I'm going to talk about a fairly new feature from Ubiquiti. In fact, by the time of this recording it's still in release candidate. Hopefully by the time you're watching it, it will already be generally available. And I'm talking about a feature Ubiquiti has called Magic Site VPN. And I have to say, the name doesn't really fall short from reality. I was skeptic at first, and of course I've done my testing. And I have to say that this feature is easy to use, easy to configure, it's stable. As a bonus, it works even if some of your sites are double netted. And I really think Ubiquiti has done an outstanding engineering work in this implementation. It works in the background with WireGuard and OSPF as the routing protocol. So let me show you this feature, how to use it, how to configure it, and also what are the caveats that you need to be aware of. Join me. Alright guys, so we are at the computer, and what we are looking at is actually the old way or the old-fashioned way to create connectivity between sites. If you wanted to connect sites, you would have to create a site-to-site VPN directly between site 1 or site 2 or site 2 and site 3. So if you wanted to maybe then add a third site to this connectivity, you would have to create a site-to-site VPN again from this site to this site, or route traffic with static routes from this site using that site going to this site. Sorry, you would have to do something like this. But in the new way with the Magic Site-to-Site VPN, we are no longer using direct connections or direct site-to-site VPNs. We are actually creating a sort of, I don't like using this term, but a sort of a mesh network. In the enterprise space, it's sometimes referred to as a buzzword SD-WAN. You create a sort of a overall space where all sites are connected to each other, and you have OSPF to do the routing between what traffic needs to go into what site in order to get to its destination. So if I'll switch over to my UniFi Cloud console, in the old-fashioned way, I would have to go into my cloud, into my UniFi console, into the network app, go to settings, VPN, create a site-to-site VPN, specify my remote subnets that I want to route to, the remote IP, and then if you had multiple VLANs on each site, you would have to change some settings, for example, like version 2, and maybe a stronger encryption, and then you had to go to that other site and match exactly the settings, and you at that point you have created a site-to-site VPN. And then again, if you needed to throw in another site, you would need to replicate this procedure once again. Now I'll cancel out of here and I'll go back to my UniFi portal. In the new way, in the new Magic Site-to-Site VPN, this process has given a major overhaul, and I'll show you how easy it is to configure and what caveats you need to be aware of. So right here you will find the Site Magic button, and then you can give this Magic Site-to-Site any name you want. For now I'll only select 2 of my 3 sites. Now this will work just fine even if some of your sites are behind a net or a CG-net. So select the sites and click on Add. And now it will populate the subnets or VLANs on each site, and you can select which subnets you want to be included in this sort of SD-WAN or a site-to-site VPN. And this is exactly what the kind of thing that you need to take or consider in advance. Once you create or complete this process, each and every subnet will be able to communicate with other subnets on the other side. So for example, if you want the management subnet to only be able to communicate with these 2 subnets but not with these 2 subnets, you would have to supplement this configuration with firewall rules to allow this traffic and block traffic to these subnets. when you create this process, the magic site to site, everything is open from everything. All right, let's click on connect. It will take just a minute or two. It now creates a WireGuard in the backspace, a WireGuard VPN connection between the sites. All right, so it took about, for me, 2 minutes, and now we can see the green circles over here, meaning that the site-to-site VPN has been completed. And now from my subnet right here in my location, I should be able to ping the subnets over on the remote site, and let's try that. But before that, I just want to do a quick ipconfig to show that I'm on this 192.168.30.68 subnet. It's this subnet right here. And now let's see if I can ping 172.16.10.1, and indeed I can. And let's try .2. Indeed I can, meaning that this magic site-to-site VPN is now working. By the way, I will add another site in just a minute. For now, let's verify that I cannot ping this site. Let's try. It's 10.31.80.1. I get nothing. All right, so now let's simulate a situation where you add a new site and you want to include it in this new topology, or this mesh, or this magic site-to-site environment. All you have to do is to go into your magic site object, click on edit, add the site that you want to include, and click on save. You will be brought back to this subnet selection screen. Include the subnet that you want to include from the new site, and click on connect. Again, it will probably take a minute or two to include this new site in our topology. All right, and again, it took about a minute, but now we get all the green check marks that we want to see. Let's pull up our command prompt again, and now let's try the same ping to 10.31.80.1, and you can see that now I do have connectivity to this site. One more thing, another caveat that you need to take into account is that once you create this magic site-to-site VPN, it's created over on the UniFi cloud console. It has no representation in the network app. So if you'd go into settings and VPN, you will not find any indication that a site-to-site VPN is in the only place that you will see a representation is if you'll go into your site selection. As you can see, I refreshed the page and it refreshed the connectivity indication. All right, guys, so this is the new UniFi Magic Site-to-Site VPN. I hope you like this video. I do want to hear your thoughts about it. I'm actually very impressed. I think Ubiquiti has done excellent engineering work. I would like to know your experience. If you've created a magic site-to-site in your sites, I would appreciate if you will add a comment down below. If you liked it, if it worked for you, if it's stable for you, I would like to know your thoughts and experiences. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye everyone.